Welcome back to Revenge Room, playing Planet Coaster and today's video. This will probably be the last episode of Dark Valley. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the finishing touches and backstage area of the park. So, all these open fields around here, I do want to put in trees. So, over here too, I'll put in probably quite a few trees. So, that'll be that. But, for over here, we'll do all of our stuff for our train. And these tracks have already been measured out in terms of length, and they should be the right length. This should be enough for the locomotive, I believe, and then this should be enough for the passenger cars, if I remember right. That's how I had it. So I'll put some buildings and maintenance stuff in here for that, and then either on this side or this side we'll put in a solar panel field. Won't be nothing large. It'll be maybe double or maybe triple the size of this one, which is what we actually need for the power of the park in game. So I don't know, I'll need to see how much infrastructure I'll need for the train. We'll do the border fence here, of course. I already did the border fence for the roller coaster and don't die fencing. Everything for the border fence of the park guest area is done already. We'll do the train station for over here, and that is it for this side of the park. Over here, we have to do the train still, but this ain't gonna be much. It's just gonna be fencing, put a sign in, station, which the station these are the same exact size stations, so I'll just copy across the station, so that'll be nice and easy. And then also we'll need to put in some fencing here too, just to keep people out, because this will be the border of the park, and this will be the main maintenance area. I'll just put in a couple warehouses here and some stuff to fill this in. And I highly doubt this, but if we do have percent left over, I will probably start a bit of a parking lot. But there ain't enough space here for a full proper parking lot, so I'm going to be stuck with there not being a full parking lot, which is fine. I knew it was going to be like that from the start. And I mean, at least something to represent a parking lot would be nice, but you don't always get what you want. But I'll see in terms of with the parking lot, and we should hopefully be able to get that all done in this episode. And if not, then I'll just do some stuff off camera and I'll show you it in the tour. But yeah, I'll get that all done and I'll meet up y'all to show you the front products. I'll see you just a little bit. Alrighty, so I finished the build. As you can see, the park, I changed a good amount, nothing crazy, but good amount. So we'll start over here. Nothing really much for this backstage area here. Just two big warehouses, putting pathing and stuff. They aren't perfect, but I liked how it all turned out. Put fencing all around it. You know, normal stuff. And then coming over here, putting a bunch of trees and our border fence. That's about it. Then continuing on along to here. We have the train station over here. So, it's our train. Nothing much to it. And this is a copy of the other train station. They're both the same. And I did just realize I forgot to put the border fence over here. I'll put that up off camera though. Have our border fence continuing along here. Just goes around the outside. You know, as a border fence does. And then to allow vehicles to get over the track easier, I did put in road crossings. But to where it actually goes up. So I just put in two of those, and they're just wooden boards. Nothing crazy. The park wouldn't be investing a whole lot into that, because it would just be a couple trucks coming back here to maintain stuff. And then, so this would be the engine shed. They would leave the engine in here, and then if they didn't do maintenance on any of the rail cars or engine, they would do maintenance in here. And then if they need to store, where they would store the rail cars here. And then if they need to maintain one of the rail cars, they would put it in here, maintain it, and leave the engine out. Probably covered, but they would figure out something with that. But they could just leave it out. They wouldn't get damaged realistically. They're meant to be outside. Have a little solar farm here. Nothing big. Then I put in some foliage and trees all throughout here. And yeah. So while this doesn't seem like a whole lot. Oh yeah, also we have the train station too. for over here. But while this doesn't seem like a whole lot, it did take a little bit too. Nothing crazy. There's been longer, there's been shorter stuff in this park. I don't know where I'm gonna go from now in terms of if our next Planet Coaster 2 park. Honestly, I really like doing the water park. I might honestly just do only a water park, but I don't know yet. Oh, so, you know, I'll think of some options and I'll talk about it on the tour, which will be the next episode, so we can go a bit more in depth with that. But yeah, do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure to like, subscribe. Do next one. Bye!